Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and all the viewers of the Izekson Amidu Chelsea Updates channel. Today, fans that is in the entire world have come over to wrap up that is the Premier League that will be taking action. That is tomorrow, Sunday, and even that is on Easter Monday. To ladies and gentlemen, and all of my followers, to those that had given some predictions last week, I think we got 90% of those games. However, the likes of Liverpool will be in action, wanting to seal that is this championship, as well as also other teams fighting for Champions League positions are still in a fight. Reason being, Arsenal have 63 points. The likes of Chelsea are in 6th position with only a difference of around 90 points. So anything can happen upon those teams that are fighting for Champions League position. However, we'll be wrapping it up in the games that I expect to be played. That is tomorrow. Tomorrow in the early kickoff, we will be having that is Brentford up against Brighton and Hove. Remember previously Brentford drew that was 1-1 up against Arsenal, with Johnny Wissa scoring that is the late half volley up against Arsenal, and also Brighton had drawn 2-2 up against one of the weakest teams, that is Leicester City, under the stewardship of Rudy Van Nistelrooy. Meaning to my fans and followers that is in the entire world, with this game you can give either side, or you could be expecting some goals. The next game will be Crystal Palace up against Bournemouth. Crystal Palace have considered that is 10 goals in the previous 2 fixtures, despite of them being one of the most uniform team, and even Bournemouth has somehow lost the momentum they had as they were fighting that is for Champions League positions. Maybe a fight up against Crystal Palace could bring them back into that is the Champions League the UEFA positions. Let's hope these boys can improve. The likes of Mateta, that is for Crystal Palace, the likes of Eberechi Eze, the likes of Eddie Nketiah, and even the entire team. But it will be a big one that is to watch out. Everton will be having Manchester City. Ever since the introduction of David Moyes, Everton has only lost 1 game up against that is the runaway league leaders, that is Liverpool Football Club, where they were supposed even to draw that game, or they would have won that game. Up against Manchester City side that is just fresh from thumping someone, that is 5 goals to 2. I think they have made some good improvements, and it will be a big game to watch out. So Pep Guardiola is still fighting for Champions League positions, so any fight over Everton could be vital, but we know how difficult Everton is, hard to beat. Nottingham Forest, West Ham will be playing that is Southampton. West Ham has to beat this if at all they are to improve their chances of getting better positions that is in the league, maybe more so under that is their coach Graham Potter. Aston Villa will be playing that is Newcastle. Aston Villa will be playing that is Aston Villa. This is one of the biggest to watch out. Newcastle has won almost the 5 previous games, and Aston Villa is also in form despite of them being ejected out of the UEFA Champions League by PSG. We hope they can gain back that is to winning ways, or we could be saying more goals that is in this game. On Sunday, Fulham will be playing that is Chelsea. Fulham ended their endless win at Stamford Bridge in 45 years, beating Chelsea that is 2 goals to 1. Maybe Chelsea could be having a payback, but the form Chelsea is in, I don't think they can go ahead and claim all the 3 points. 1-1 goal is either side, or an over could be happening in this game. Arsenal will be entertaining that is Ipswich Town. Fresh from beating Real Madrid, you can give Arsenal Football Club that is a win over Ipswich Town. Manchester United will be playing that is Wolverhampton, one of the most uniform team. For Manchester United domestically, you cannot give them any win. Reason being that things they win when they want, and Wolverhampton is one of the most uniform teams that we expect to be putting that is a bigger performance in the league. Leicester City will be playing that is Liverpool. We hope this game Liverpool will still extend that is their lead at the summit of the table with the signing of a new contract that both Captain Virgil van Dijk and Mohamed Salah. I think it's a big turnover despite of the news of Alexander-Arnold being linked that is with a move to Real Madrid. We could be giving Liverpool a win in this game. It is a must that Liverpool will go ahead and win up against Leicester City. The last game that is in the Premier League will be on Monday, that is at 10 p.m. Ugandan time or East African time, and 8 p.m. UK time, where we will be having Tottenham Hotspur up against Nottingham Forest. This will be one of the biggest games that is to watch out. To my followers, commenters and sharers, it's a blessing to have you always. But relegated team, Southampton, we are already relegated. Ipswich Town, if at all they are beaten, that is the next game, will be relegated, as well as the likes of Leicester City. And the rest of the team, I think they are safe. To the fans of Premier League, I will be coming here on Monday giving you analysis on what transpired in one of the games that transpired, that is in the entire weekend. Keep liking, subscribing.